for you to tell me a bit about Consus, and then Jake, talk to me about Moo afterwards.
Well, guys, I would say Consus probably one of the most balanced players that we have in World League. I don't think his play really drops off as we go from mode to mode. 89% moving win rate, 70% no move, 83% NMPZ. I mean, that man is consistent across the board with a 66% 4.5k plus guesses rate. So just a very consistent player, and obviously expect nothing less from the 2023 World Champ.
And Moo, like you said, Consus is one of the most consistent players. Absolutely correct about that. Honestly, Moo is one of the most consistent players as well. He's so well balanced. He's so great at moving, no move, and NPZ. I've had the good fortune of playing a lot with Moo. We play on the same team in the French League, and he's so impressive to watch play. One thing that I should mention about Moo is that he does get a little bit streaky sometimes. When he's on a good run of form, he just is. He's so good, but then he sometimes when he loses a few games, maybe lets it get to his head a little bit. And I think he's maybe on a slightly poorer run of form right now, so maybe not when you want to be playing Consus, but this could also be a really big opportunity for him to get some of that confidence back.
Wow, in round one, the 5k from Moo, 2 meters in the 4999 from Consus. I mean, we've been hyping up this match. This is why.
And again, Sorry.
Go for it, Jake.
Okay, I was going to say, I just wanted to mention how good these guys are at moving, and it's not just knowing information and getting close, it's also they're excellent at pinpointing and actually finding the 5k. I hosted a moving tournament that was focused on pinpointing just yesterday. Both Moo and Consus were competing in that one. So, you know, I've, again, had the good fortune of seeing these guys do what they do best quite a lot, and it really is amazing to watch them and the precision that they have.
Yeah, agreed. That was a lovely moving tournament yesterday. Jake and I did it together. If anyone wants to check out some insane moving gameplay, go to Jake's YouTube.
Yeah, it was a blast. Honestly, I was so happy with how it turned out. We really got to see the players shine in a way that we don't get to really see in the World League, and that's such a fun thing.
Looks like here on this round 2, though, neither player getting to pinpoint in 1 minute, but Consus, decent bit closer. Deals quite a bit of damage there. Takes us to round 3.
It's like maybe I don't know, Mexico here. You know, I guess we have pretty high elevation sort of pine trees here. Wouldn't shock me if we're somewhere close to Mexico City, maybe somewhere west or south of it, but hard to say for sure. We'll see if the players can run into any signs.
Yeah, that would be around my
Durango.
region guess as well. Oh, it does say Durango on the sign there.
See if he sees that. I mean,
ooh, I don't know if he noticed it there.
yeah, it's tough because those high elevation areas in Durango, Chihuahua, etc. can look deceptively green and tropical in comparison to the dry parts of the states. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Consus saw it. We'll see where he goes here. I don't think Moo had any information, so he is going to go closer to Mexico City. Understandably so.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Oh, Consus didn't see it either.
Yeah, that was an opportunity to maybe even, I think, win the game there. So
Wow.
fortunate for Moo that Consus missed that little piece of info.
Yeah, definitely. Only 104 points there. But around 4.
Somewhere in southern Argentina here.
Yeah.
As, looks like we're moving opposite directions.
Yep. I can always lead to some interesting results. Sometimes you just get info in one direction and none in the other. Moo, thinking he just knows the road, possibly? He zoomed very far in.
Wow.
Does he just know the road, guys?
We'll see. Oh, no, he moved it.
I mean, he is the type of guy to just know the road.
He would be. Looks like he's just trying to line something up, though, that makes sense down in the area he thinks it is. Consus hasn't opened the map yet. I mean, he's just moving, and there is nothing.
There is just absolutely nothing here. So again, this is effectively a no moving run. So we'll see who has the better region guess here.
Does he have it, guys? Does he have it?
might.
I didn't think he had it.
Oh.
Yeah, just gonna be farther north. Consus gonna be a little bit closer on that. Chipping away even more damage. Wow. I mean, this feels like they're playing really even here, but actually Moo is almost at half health.
Consus is just so consistent. It's very rare he makes a guess that's quite far away from where he needs to be. I suppose that maybe that Mexico round could have been an opportunity, but for the most part, Consus, I mean, when you go down, it's really hard to claw your way back into the game.
So I believe we did have a forest sign here for France somewhere. I don't know how far you would have to zoom in to find this national forest, though.
Jura. Jura is a mountain range right there. Consus knows the mountain range. Right around Switzerland, just west of it. That's where you find the Jura Mountains. So, again, I imagine Consus will be very close here, and Moo is going to need a decent guess to keep himself in this.
Yeah, he's making a relatively good region guess. Oh, but he's moving farther south here. Oh, that's going to be really nice points there for Consus. With 3 times damage, that's 1,400, almost 1,500. Moo in the yellow, 1,800 points now.
Again, Moo's such a strong player, but maybe not on his greatest form at the present moment. So, really going to be looking to get something out of this match, so he can get a little bit of confidence back. Does that have? I mean, it has an area code, which he does know area codes. So, I think he's probably just trying to remember exactly where this code is found.
Like he is scanning Alabama for something. I'm not quite sure what.
Yeah, he might have had a little town name on one of the signs he looked at. Is that it's a Georgia highway. Interesting. It might have been an Alabama code.
Yeah.
Might be near the border.
Right over the border. Oh, he's moving.
Oh, never mind. He's
the
going
South Carolina border now.
Eastern Georgia. Oh, there's something different. Now he's just going Atlanta. He's not sure.
Wow, it is the border.
Wow.
I wonder if he didn't trust himself there with it being like an Alabama area code, and not realizing that it could have just been right over the border there.
Yeah, because he saw an Alabama code and a Georgia state highway, so I think the border's a logical place for you to be, but you maybe just thought the code was bait or something and decided not to trust it.
Yep.
Round 7 now. Looking like Alberta ballers there, but this is an interesting round for sure.
Yeah. This looks like a distinct road because we don't really have road lines. It looks a bit more freshly paved, but
yeah.
Yeah, kind of a weird round once again. Very unique for Alberta.
I would say it's probably pretty far north within Alberta, if anything. Yeah, because it
Like
really
who's
does
thinking
look unusual.
We'll see here, just about 10 seconds left. Consus resets back to spawn and just lines up the road.
Yeah, both going north of Edmonton. Very similar guesses.
Locks it in and Moo. Really good guess there. Consus not too far away too, but that's 1,700. It's a bit of a comeback. At least it lessens Consus's lead. But Consus still definitely holding the lead pretty strong. Round 8, 3 rounds left to go. 4.5 times damage here.
Coastal Denmark, I would say. Although coastal doesn't really tell you anything because there's water in a lot of directions in Denmark. But again, Denmark's a pretty small country and probably not enough opportunity for Moo to gain this health back. So he's going to be hoping for some larger countries in rounds 9 and 10.
Ooh,
Yeah,
and Consus has a sign.
Yeah, that's what he
Sign.
wants.
So Sign for Olborg,
got-
so it looks like we're, way up in North Jutland here.
Ooh, and this could be a lot of points if Moo just ends up finding no info and clicking middle here. Oh, but
Oh,
he has
found
a
wow.
something. He must have seen a sign for looking, I guess, but that's a good find for him.
Yeah, they're both really close to each other here, so
Yep.
should see. Oh, wow!
5K, nice.
Moo with the 5K! That's his second 5K of the game.
And again, 5K versus 4999 or whatever else makes no real difference in the World League, but again, we see just that the ability, once you have the town, to narrow it down that quickly and find the 5K that quickly, that's something Moo does incredibly well.
Yeah, definitely.
Looks
Very
like Moo's
impressive.
scanning for this city here in Bulgaria, rather than moving.
Karjali is quite big. It's
Ooh.
southeast of where Consus is Karjali. I think he sees it, yep.
Oh no, Moo's scanning in the wrong place, it looks like.
Oh.
He's got it
he
though.
found
Oh,
it!
he found it.
Wow!
Wouldn't shock me if he 5Ks this, by the way.
Oh, no 5K, but very close from both of them. The 4991 from Moo, 40 points. Looks like we're gonna go around 10. We'll see what happens here. This is the round limit. You gotta do it in 10.
I mean, two different strategies there, but both of them ended up paying off, with Moo scanning and Consus finding the road sign.
Yeah.
Both being close. Alright, big round 10 in Brazil here. We have the BR 101.
You know, Scatroeiro de Itapemirim is a big city in Espírito Santo that Consus has, so this game I think is over. I can't imagine we're going to be too far away from there.
Moo's down in Rio.
I mean, it's possible we could be in Rio if we have a sign for there, but I think that...
Wait, Moo's
Surely.
moved to Espírito Santo. Oh no, he just moved way farther south.
Now he's in Sao Paulo. I mean, it's round 10. He knows he has to take a risk, but
He does see the coast.
Consus is
But-
probably going to be okay here.
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think if it's has a sign to that town in Espírito Santo, yeah, it's probably just gonna be there, and it is. Consus is gonna take the moving game. We're gonna get no move.
Yep, and I think that guess, I think if that wasn't round 10, Moo would have played that round a little bit differently, but he knows the game's about to end. He knows Consus is probably going to make a good guess. He figures he has to take a risk, do something a little out of the ordinary just in case the round is something weird, but yeah, he knew he was in trouble there, and Consus closed it out.
Yeah, very nicely at that. We take it to no move. No moving up and down the road anymore. 1360 panorama. That's what we get for our second game.
It's Poland here, but a bit of a interesting looking Poland. Do we just see a wood handshake here, or are we just going for a region guess? That's the question.
That is the question. It's either Łódź or clicking on the word Poland. Consus is clicking on the word Poland.
Or
Ooh,
go for
look
the
at-
Warsaw capital guess.
Yeah,
Possibly.
True. We're going for the Łódź guess. Oh no, he actually moves a little south. But clicking the name,
It's on the word, guys.
clicking the name just worked out.
They never learn.
They never learn. Good start for Consus there. Round
Oh,
two.
interesting plants here, guys. Not sure what's being grown. Do either of you guys know what that is?
They almost look like giant pineapples that are just
Yeah.
buried in the ground.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, very weird.
Okay, Pasto guess here from Moo, very specific. And I could certainly see the vision. Definitely looks a
Wow.
bit more like Ecuador. Wow, and they're both going there.
It's amazing.
Oh wow.
I don't know what it is about this round in particular that makes them want to commit so far south, but it's impressive.
So
I mean,
impressive.
That is great.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just amazing to see from both of the players. So confident, so accurate. And we go to round three.
Pasto pineapples. I'm never going to forget it now. Surely that's what they used. I don't know.
Chat is saying it's agave, but I have never seen agave growing like with their stems or whatever it is that's attached to the leaves there, like that far out
Yeah.
of the ground. So it was a bit odd, but if chat says it's agave, then I will believe them.
Is this ever... Are these coconut palms that we see? A couple, like, isolated ones. I'm not sure, actually. Sort of odd. My first thought was like Sergipe or Alagoas or something in northeastern Brazil, but hard to say.
That's the thing with Brazil. It's always hard to say, I feel like.
Yeah,
very
when in doubt,
difficult.
go Goiás.
Yeah. Mu is a very good Brazil player, I will say. And I don't hate the Goiás region guess, of course, because clicking middle.
Oh,
when
but
you
these are
don't know-
really
Ooh.
different guesses. They're very different guesses. 2 times multiplier. It's not massive, but it's definitely something. Wow, it is going to be farther south.
Paulo.
Looks like western Sao Paulo. But that's still 3,300 points of damage, putting Consus in the yellow.
I saw the vision from Consus, though. We were on the same
Yeah.
wavelength, at least.
Round 4, 2.5 times damage. Ooh, I guess a Russia.
Yeah, we are in Russia here.
This is sort of an odd one.
Looks like we're both looking towards that Orenburg area. Maybe even straying a bit more towards Orsk here for Mu. And Hans is following suit, of course.
Yep.
Both very good Russia players, so don't really expect them to be having too different of guesses on this one. Looks like a very distinct road.
Timer's up. Yeah, both very close. Consus a little bit closer there. Which is good, considering he's in the yellow. So he wants to deal at least a bit of damage there. Keep himself alive and keep himself going. Going around 5 now. 3 times multiplier. A hard one. A rural one at that. Consus quickly zooming in toward Hungary. Mu following
Also,
suit. Slovakia.
Czechoslovak, yeah. I think that sort of almost T-shaped bowl with the little Y
Yeah.
looking thing is, I think, more of a Czechoslovak thing. So I like the Slovakia guess for Mu here.
So too. Looks like Consus is going to do it as well, but farther east. He's got the pin down, but he's letting the time run out, taking whatever he can. And then gets the guess in, but Mu is on it?
Wow!
Really impressive guess from Mu.
I can't say I've ever confidently guessed there in Slovakia unless I was hedging for Hungary, guys. So, I don't know how he did that.
Mu's just crazy. I don't know. He maps these countries. He maps like really specific areas of coverage, antennas, copyrights, etc. So sometimes he just kind of recognizes something, and you're like, I don't know how the heck you knew that, but fair play.
Sometimes you just gotta shake your head and move on. Just witnessing greatness, it appears.
I mean, we said it before the game, 2 of the best players in the world right now. Right here, battling it out. Mu looking possibly poised to take us to NMPZ. See if he can do it.
I wonder what Mu's thinking about here. Consus is in Aosta in northwestern Italy. Mu's current zoom is a little more east. Yeah.
Wait,
What?
Wait a
Serbia is
second.
crazy. It's Gen 4, no?
it's Gen 4, yeah.
Italy.
he
Yeah, we have a
realized-
black sign back too. I think surely you go
Yeah.
Italy on this.
He's realized, he's realized.
Oh, did he switch to Croatia?
Oh, he did. Wait, he looks very confused. I mean, that's 3,000 points of damage. He still has the lead here, but that's definitely a blunder from Mu.
And again, I think I mean, part of it is that I really feel like Mu, he gets streaky, and sometimes when he gets in his own head, he starts to make a few more mistakes. And I think that one, maybe if he had been thinking a little more clearly, he would have been more confident about Italy. He still has the lead here, but he needs to make sure he doesn't get rattled.
Definitely. He still can do it, but the multiplier is 4 times damage now, and with her health, basically, I mean, it's much closer than it was, so anything could happen.
And we do have a New Zealand here, and it looks like Hans is opting for the Wellington guess, which makes sense with the mountains, I do believe.
We don't have Wellington street signs though, although it could be a suburb or something, of course.
Yeah, he's looking a bit more up in the North Island now. I believe the
for
Stripes
Moo.
car is more so in the North Island, so I think both of their guesses are pretty valid here.
Timer's gonna run out. Oh, it's gonna be the North, the South Island. Consus with
Game,
4
isn't it?
times damage actually wins the game.
That's wow.
Wow.
Unfortunate break there for Moo on that last round, but yeah, I think it was. I mean, it was. I think that Italy round was kind of a turning point in that game, and you know, unfortunate for Moo. Again, he's still in a pretty good position. He's gonna qualify for America's regionals, but he wants to